Yes, thanks, Jackie. I would like to say good night to all. I would like to recognize our host, Dr. the Honorable, the Prime Minister, Timothy Harris, our Minister with responsibility for agriculture and fisheries, not Doctor yet, but the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Marine Resources, Mr. Ron Dublin Collins, the Director of Agriculture, Dr. Tracy Challenger, and the FAO consultant, Mr. Danny Atherton. The theme for World Food Day, Our Actions Are Our Future, Better Production, Better Nutrition, a Better Environment, and a Better Life, highlights the transformation thrust in the marine resources sector. Years ago, the Department of Marine Resources focused on increasing fish landings while paying passive attention to other areas of the marine environment. We realized that this strategy was fundamentally flawed because the other variables like climate change, land-based sources of marine pollution, and habitat degradation significantly impacted fish landings. Institutional strengthening and improvement of the legislative framework were needed to support the transformation process. The creation of the new Fisheries, Aquaculture and Marine Resources Act was the first step in transforming the sector in 2016. This act allowed the department to improve its management of the marine resources and allow stakeholders to have a greater input in the decision-making concerning those resources. Following the establishment of the new act, there was the formation of a National Action Plan on Illegal, Unreported and Unregulated Fishing. We acceded to the FAO Port State Measures Agreement and the United Nations Fish Stocks Agreement, and we declared the St. Kitts and Nevis Marine Management Area, which is a 2-mile radius around St. Kitts and Nevis, and include Monkey Shoals Reef System that is slightly outside. Amid the transformation process, the COVID-19 pandemic occurred, which initially retarded some of the success that was experienced in the marine resources sector. To stimulate the growth of the sector, a relief package of approximately $3.5 million was provided, which resulted in the positive impact on fish landings. Overall fish landings was approximately 565,000 pounds, valued at 6.3 million Eastern Caribbean dollars for January to September 2021. This represented a 15% increase from the previous year, 2020, where fish landings was approximately 490,000 pounds, valued at 5.5 million Eastern Caribbean dollars. The most significant increases were seen in the reef and demersal fishery and lobster fishery, where the COVID-19 stimulus package for fishers led to a reduction in the cost of fishing gear, such as fish pot wire, fishing rope, buoys, in which contributed significantly to the increase in fish catch. The Department of Marine Resources has partnered with the Japan International Cooperation System on a $1.5 million project to improve the operations of the Bastia Fisheries Complex, the Old Road Fisheries Complex, the Nevis Fisherman Marketing and Supply Cooperative, and the Department of Marine Resources. Items to be obtained under this project are a fisheries patrol boat, saws, mincing machine, scales, underwater camera, depth gauges, ropes, and buoys. The bandsaws have already been received, and the ice machine at the seaport here in St. Kitts. The participation of fishers in decision-making is important to the Department of Marine Resources. The department wants to ensure that the plans to transform the industry have a real and lasting impact on stakeholders. For that reason, a total of 7 community consultations and 1 national consultation was held to solicit the input of fishers on the plans for marine resources for 2021. The information gathered from the fishing community was used to modify the department work plan for the year. We see in Deep Bay, an ice machine is earmarked for the area. In Sandy Point, an ice machine and cold storage facilities are being established. In Old Road, the breakwater has been completed for safe harbor of fishing vessels, and work has begun on the renovation of the Old Road Fisheries Complex building. In Basseterre, the renovation of the fisher bathrooms is almost complete, and the arrangements are being made to re-establish a fuel station on the compound. The inclusion of fishers and other stakeholders in the development, transformation, and the management of the marine resources is a way we intend to move forward with the growth of the sector. Using the new strategic plan for fisheries sector for the period 2022 to 2031, the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis will experience economic growth. This will be achieved by the reintroduction of the high seas fishing fleet, the commercialization of aquaculture, the improvement of the fishing infrastructure at the landing sites, training of industry participants, and the commissioning of the St. Kitts and Nevis Marine Management Area. The development of alternative sources of energy using wave and wind, as well as bioprospecting, will be accommodated in the new transformative strategy for fisheries and the blue economy. In 2031, at the end of the strategy, we will be able to say that our actions have improved our production, improved nutrition, and created a better life for the citizens of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Williams. And now